So one of the things that I hear a lot from teachers is, if I take this and this on, I'm not going to have time to do all these other things that are really important. And I think that's a notion that we have to challenge. It's not about an additive, that we continue to add new practices and not replace the others. That's exactly what we're doing, is we're actually replacing practices that we haven't used before, or we no longer need to use, or need to use as often. So for instance, when I'm researching something for my classes, the old approach would be to check out journal articles, to Google, to find the information, the static information that already exists around a topic. Now, I will still do that, but when I've exhausted those particular approaches, I'll also do something different, which provides me a different realm of information. So I may send out a tweet, I may create a blog post, for instance. I may ask those particular questions in a forum that allows people to provide input. You could even do this on Facebook if you like. And what that does is it brings in people who have positive and experience and expertise in a particular subject or a particular question, and they can provide answers to that. And those answers, there's a number of things you can do with it. You could take them at whole value. You could curate them using a tool like Storify, for instance, is a great way to provide analysis to any particular question, to provide you could bring it to a staff meeting, for instance, if you're an administrator, or bring it to your students to look at further. But curating and analyzing is an important skill. And it's something that we've always done with Google, but this provides more expertise. And then going beyond the curation point and actually moving towards, this is a really interesting comment that I got from one of the people who replied, what if I Skype with that particular person? So new practice is, creating these new practices mean I will replace or spend less time on doing something the old way. Well, I'll find a different way of doing something, a different way that perhaps at first will cost more time, but down the road it'll actually become much easier to do. It will take less time, and it'll actually be much more transformative.